So we're going to just have a brief chat about the forthcoming SDC Channel Summit #2. I know the first one was pretty well received, but we did a bit of sort of research asking for participant feedback and stuff. So what did that glean, and how therefore does the #2 differ from the first one, which was pretty successful?
Yeah, so it was a great event last year. It was the one day right in the middle of the pandemic. Everything was online. We had some great keynote speeches. We had some great, topic tracks, as it would be. But what we took away from this year is that while a lot of people are still now hybrid working from home, the virtual summit is still very much alive. And what's different about this year is we've actually decided to do it over 2 days. And the reason we've done that is because we know that MSPs and VARs and SIs and everyone's, in the channel is busy. So if we just cut it to 2 mornings, then that will be, still get a bucket load of value, a load of information, a load of great, keynotes, roundtables again, panel discussions and networking. But we're doing 2 tracks this time on each day. So it's going to be around leadership skills and training. We've got one around your security stack. There's one around technical solutions and one also around selling. So the key things that the MSPs told us that they want. So some great people. We've got some great panelists, and it's going to be, it's going to be really interesting. Nice, short, sharp blast, engaging sessions. And looking forward to it.
Okay, and in terms of your own involvement, you obviously overseen the production of the whole event, which is great.
Yep.
But you are also leading the first session, which is on, I think, MSP leadership skills and training. So without obviously giving away all
too much,
people are going to turn up and listen about what sort of things. I think you in the preamble you mentioned you got 3 secrets, so you're not going to tell us those. But
there's 3 secrets. There's 3 key things. We work as business coaches in the IT and the MSP space. And the thing that if someone said to us, what do we actually do, is we build confidence and we help the techie business owner to not worry so much about being technical, but looking at the sales and the marketing, the leadership, the team building, the employee engagement, and all the business things that make a business run. Now, if we go out and do leadership, it's just like, wow, what do I need to know about that? What's important about that? But we've got the 3 key areas here around the different types of leadership that you have within an organization. I'm sailing quite close to the wind here, so I'm going to be really careful what I say. But it's about, building the strategies and the techniques so people can get more out of their team, so they can communicate better with their clients, so they can build a sustainable business that they're not needed in. They're not. What we see so much of the time is that a lot of business owners are so entrenched in every single thing that goes on, they never get the headspace to think strategically and how the business can grow. So we're going to give you some great information, tips, tricks, and strategies to help you to lift up out of the technical mosh pit or whatever. I think that's the right term, and lift up to think more on a business in a strategic level, which will really help you all out.
And in terms of the focus seems to be a lot on MSPs. I mean, just more generally, the channel, as we know, is evolved over time. And your traditional, I guess they were called box shifters once upon a time, are becoming more and more service providers. So is the event, I mean, if you're a company still mainly selling software and hardware, what's in it for you? I mean, is it important that you understand that you probably do have to end up going more down the services route? Or, so yeah, I'm just thinking of the audience. What are different types of companies?
I think the events for the channel, okay, and although we've got the MSPs in there, which are a large proportion of the shall I say vehicles that deliver technology, we have got system integrators, we've got the software guys, we've got the technical solutions, and we've got all the other businesses that support the channel as well. And the event's going to be a great opportunity for anybody who's interested in what's gone on, well, not necessarily what's gone on, but what's going on and what the future holds for the channel and how we can deliver better technical solutions to business per se. Then it's going to be a great event for you, because you'll be learning from lots of people's views in the panel discussions. They're really the best part, to be quite frank, because they're structured in such a way that we're asking some great questions that ticks everybody's box. But the key thing is about understanding what's going on around you, not just as well as what's going on in your own business and in the channel, and how you might need to adapt and change. Look at the last 2 years. with COVID? What have we all had to adapt and change differently doing that? And the SDC Summit will bring together and help you to connect some of the things that you're hearing on LinkedIn and how that's going to affect you, your business, MSPs, and the channel as well.
Okay, and maybe just as we finish, again, without sort of giving away too much of what might be happening on the day, if you had to give a, put on the spot 1 or 2 pieces of advice to sort of people running a channel business involved in it at the moment, what sort of things would you suggest they need to be thinking about, looking at as you say they adapt to what's a fairly dynamic, rapidly changing business environment? I
think there's always a technology side of things that people need to be aware of what's going on, but the problem is that brings in shiny ball syndrome. I think my kind of like number one bit of advice that certainly helped our clients is about connection, and it's about I'm going to say, come to the event, network with people, ask great questions. If you come to an event and you don't ask a question, not why you're here, but these events are put together to serve the channel and to help people overcome challenges, issues that you've got in the channel. And I think that the more we connect with other channel businesses, the more we connect with the vendors, the more we ask great questions, the more we get a bit vulnerable and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. What can you do to help me? The better the outcome's going to be, the better the answer's going to be, and the better you're going to be able to run your business. So I, go to a lot of virtual and physical events, and you're spending a lot of time attending an event. It's money as well as time, and make sure that, when you're connecting with people, you're going in there with a purpose. So I would certainly look at your stakeholders in the business. Who do you need in your team to, virtual or otherwise, to help you grow and scale the business moving forwards? And really, the other piece of advice, which we see an awful lot of the time, is, if you're serious about growing your business, whatever business it is in the channel, then get yourself a plan together. Get yourself some really great people around you. Get yourself a strategic plan that you can measure, that you are monitoring, that people are engaged in. And once you bring that together, you'll get this whole togetherness, and you'll start to build, a better, rather than just a flat line structure of a load of techies, you're going to build together a better business where everyone's going to want to win. Everyone's going to want to come in every day and succeed. And that just flows down through to your clients.
Okay, that's great. I mean, you've already given us some good insights, and there's plenty more to come at the actual event. So
it certainly is.
Thank you very much for your time. Thanks.
No problem at all. Cheers, Phil.